Hey everyone, it's Anne Manera, and we have another color along coloring tutorial today from Color Along Variety Coloring Book, Volume 19. Today's topic is bolding with markers, and I'm going to be using Crayola Supertips. So this is probably one of the easiest techniques and effective techniques. I don't know, I just like it. Let me know in the comments if you have used this technique before. I'm using Crayola Supertips, and just kind of have them in just my little Amazon box. And let's just get started. Let's not waste any time. We'll just get started here. And here's the cool part about it. Limited colors. Of course, I've got a piece of paper behind my my page because there's going to be some bleed through. And I'm going to start out with this green marker, and I am just going to go over the lines of these leaves. So this is what the bolding is all about. So we've got bolding is going over all of these lines. And then we're going to take another color. You could use either another shade of green, which is I think what I'm going to use, or you could use another shade completely and then color the inside. So the best way to learn is to watch, right? Or to demonstrate. The best way for me to show you what I'm talking about is to demonstrate. I'm actually going to use this Bic Intensity marker for the middle because it's a smaller space. And I like this color. I think this one's too light for some reason. Okay, so we've got this. So there it is. We've got the bold. We have made a bold line or a thicker line on the outside of the line art, the illustration, the black line in the coloring page. And then we have gone and colored the inside of it with a lighter shade of green. So that is the bolding technique. So now for this one right here, we've got this grass that's down here. So for example, we have a few different shades of grass. So let's get this burst of grass here. Do the same thing with the inside. I'm just going to kind of keep bouncing around between my two colors. Of course, you could color all the insides first, and then you could go back and you could add all of your darker lines on the outside of it, or you could go back in and you could just do all the lines and then add the middle. I mean, you could just kind of vary it. So now I'm gonna just do this part here with this darker green. So basically I have made all of my lines bold. Then I'm gonna take this color here. This is more of an asparagus. I guess it looks like asparagus. Haven't had asparagus in a long time, so maybe I'm being fooled by this. But there's kind of, I'm gonna call it the asparagus color. And these markers are cool because they have kind of a pointy tip. If you've never used these markers before, Crayola Supertips, of course, such a wonderful deal. Crayola products do not get enough, people don't give Crayola products enough credit. In my opinion, anyway. That's just in my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments if you are a Crayola Supertips fan. If you use Crayola Supertips to color with, I like them because they're non-toxic. I think that when we start getting involved with coloring with a lot of products that are really just, not that they're toxic, but that's the wrong cap on that. They certainly have an odor. It can kind of get to you after a while. And I want to vary where I'm moving along with this, with these shades of green as we move along with the grass. And then these two bumps, I mean, I guess they could be more of a brown color, like the dirt. And I'm not sure about these round circles, but this is kind of a fun psychedelic style coloring page, wouldn't you say? And I also varied the green that I just did for this line. I used more of the asparagus here. So it doesn't really make a difference what you use and what you add to it. The important part is that you just really want to make sure that you add a bold line or dark line on the black line, and then color the inside with a lighter color. Now you could you do it the opposite way? I guess you could. We can try it here. My phone is making making noises behind me, or as the kids say, it's blowing up. My phone is blowing up. Remember when we used to say the phone was ringing off the hook? Remember that? Now we say it's blowing up. Do we really want our phone to blow up? I don't think so. Okay, I digress, as they say. I moved on to another topic. Sorry about that. See what happens? You start coloring, and then look what happens. It takes more of these pens out. Let's take them all out. Okay. Somebody once told me how they just thought I was just extremely, extremely organized. And I said to them, but I'm really not. You know? Are you an organized person? I'm doing this with this kind of like brickish color. And then I am looking at this pink color. Let's make sure this one works though. Yes. Or make sure that, I really want to make sure that was the color I wanted. Now look at this. These are, I mean, this is kind of a salmon color, I guess. And then we've got the darker reddish color for the outline. And then we've got that gnome dude standing over there. There he is, Mr. Gnome, with his gnome nose. I'm gonna do that one with a chocolate or a brownish outline, and then hit it with this pink color. Now, what's interesting about this technique too is that once you start adding all of these different colors next to each other, it really is interesting how each of the colors start to change. And I mean, has anyone noticed that if you start to add, I'm gonna give him a purple beard, by the way, just a lavender color. When you start to place colors next to one another, either the blue becomes bluer, or it becomes redder, or it becomes pinker, or the pink becomes pinker. So I really think that when I place this salmon color next, this color in the middle here is the same color as the middle of his nose, and I see a difference. I know who that is that's texting me, by the way. It's okay. I have my phone set up so that I know who's texting who. I know who the scoop is. Do you have that set up on your phone? This one I'm going to just kind of give him some solid shoes because I don't want him to trip. And then I'm going to give him blue pants. Actually, no. I'm going to use this dark blue Bic intensity marker as my bold line, I'll call it. And then I'm going to put this lighter blue inside for his pants. I'm going to do the same thing, well, no, not the same as that, but I do want him to have this magenta color, this kind of fuchsia color here for his hat. Now, I am going back over that. I guess we could do this part here. Didn't even think of that, actually. Didn't even give it a second thought. Do want to make sure that one is the one I wanted. I have a couple of these that look like the same. See these two? They look the same in a way, but they're not. Why does that happen? Do you ever wonder why that happens? I don't know the answer to that question, but something to think about, right? Like, why does that happen? I don't know. Let's put some more green down here. Now, here's an example of coloring the area first. And the other part is that if we want to make it a little scratchy, we can. Because if we make it a little scratchy, then it would look like it has a little bit more texture. And I'm going to give this one this color here. And this, I don't know what that is, but I'm going to give it a dark color. And of course, he's got his little arm sticking out, doesn't he? Where is that color I wanted? Here it is. Orange, right here. There he is. And I'm going to put that pink color in there again. Again, notice how it looks different against the brown, against the hot pink, and against the orange, and against this brick red. This is a versatile color. Very, very versatile color. All right, now we are going to do an example of, let's do the bolding part with one color. And the inside part, let's make sure this is the orangey one I want. Oh, yes it is, with this. So it has more of a, you know, psychedelic look to it. What do you think? I think it has a psychedelic look. And then if I go back in now with this brick red color around that, and kind of on the outside of that turquoise color, I'm gonna go back again inside my mushroom with this yellow again. So I'm kind of still keeping the same color there, but I'm varying the colors that I'm putting around the outside of it. And I'm gonna do the same thing here with this purple. And then again inside here. Now, of course they could kind of mix. So you've got to make sure that they're dry. If not, they could mix together. That is a problem. Here's a blue color from the Big Intensity set. And I'm going to go over that section. This is the stem. Whoops. Kind of went out of the line a little bit. Don't tell anybody. And then I'm going to add this brown color on the inside of the blue. So it doesn't have to be the same color. It doesn't have to be the same shade, actually. It could be varied. See how that looks? Let's do the same type of thing where we bring some orange down to here. And then I'm going to use the same brown again into the middle. Now you can make that line as thick as you want. The weight of the line, that is. You don't have to make it thin or thick or anything like that. And then I'm going to go over this one with some pink. And I'm going to go over the whole thing with pink, just like I did. See, just like that, so it made it a little different. I'm going to take my yellow again. Imagine if mushrooms were really this color, these like fun colors in the real world. That would be so interesting. Walking around, seeing all these colors like this. I may have to, like, you know, see a doctor at that point, but I think it would be fun. Here's some more red. So let me know in the comments, have you tried this technique? Is this something that's new to you? Is this the first time you're seeing this? All right, now we're gonna go back to this brickish color, which is what we had around here. We kind of want my eyes. We want the viewer's eyes. I was gonna say we want my eyes to be bouncing around. We don't really want my eyes to be bouncing around, but we want the viewer's eyes. Here's some brown. Now look, it almost looks as brown, or as brick red looks almost as brown as the rest. Isn't that interesting? Right there, an interesting situation. So we got this turquoise color here. It's probably one of my favorite ones. What's your favorite color out of this set of markers? This is a fun. I need to buy another pack of this. I've noticed that some of my coloring supplies, it's time to replace. It's time to replace, replenish, get rid of some stuff that's, like, you know, some short crayons, and you know, just buy some new stuff. I just bought well, a few weeks ago anyway, I had bought midliner highlighters. Those are really nice, actually. Again, a product that's non-toxic. The odor is not bothering me, and they're fun to color with. And even though this is a gray color, even though they are something that is a highlighter, they really work well as a marker. And I would compare them to alcohol markers. And I don't really like alcohol markers because of the odor. Do I sound like a broken record? Sometimes, right? It's okay, you can tell me, we're friends. All right, I'm gonna go back down here. And then around here. And I think I'm gonna give this stem yellow, because I think it would be cool against the red outline, or the red bolded line. And then if we, I also have these moped graph pens. What's happening? What is happening, right? You ever wonder that? What is going on? Moped graph pens. All right, so I'm going to add green here because I'm going to treat that as if it is you know, land, or I mean greenery, shrubbery. I'm going to put some green here, some green here. I'm going to go over all of these lines and vary my greens as we go down here, because I'm thinking that this is part of the landscape in my head as I'm coloring it. Let me get that light Bic intensity marker. There we go. And then again over here. Not too shabby. And again here. Okay. So now we've got this area here. We can start to maybe introduce some blues as we move up to the sky. And of course, this is a technique too that you could easily use a variety of mediums too. So I'm going to take this dark blue color here. Oh, out of the line again. It's okay though. We're not here for perfection. Which one do you like better? Do you like the mushrooms that have the same line, like that one and this one? Here's a lighter blue, super tip. And here's where you can kind of really get fancy schmancy and kind of add some opposite colors or some complementary colors. And then we've got this area here. I'm going to make it this green color. And I've got this other one of these little round things here again, right? So we're going to go like that. And then pop this color in here. Got this here, here. And then this is just kind of like, you know, the stem of whatever is happening again there. I don't know what that is there. A little bit of a line, a little bit of a doodad. Here is some more of this green color. And I'm going to pop some green in here, this asparagus. And then we've got this light green color I'm going to put in here. And I mean, you could certainly add some textures to this, some dots maybe, vary the different techniques. I'm going to put a light color in here. Vary the different techniques. I'm kind of making it a little scratchy right there because I want it to be more of a, you know, more of a textured type situation. And then I'm going to take my purple, not this purple, and move on with this one. Look, see this part right here, this felt thing? You can just peel that off, not a biggie. Again like this. And again like that. And I'm going to take my lavender color purple. Like that. I like yellow with purple. Opposites, complementary. They make each other look good. You know, it's like a best friend in the coloring world. You know, when your best friend makes you look good. They should anyway. They should bring out the best in you. Then we're going to move on to this dude here. And I'll add, oh, that is the wrong color. I meant to add the yellow. Here's some yellow. I've got this turquoise color that I'm in love with. You could certainly go back in. I heard someone just ask that question. You could certainly go back in and add black. Even though the lines are already black in this page, you could go back in and you could color this page, and then you could go back over the whole thing and add black bold lines. So make the lines thicker. Does that make sense? I'm going to do all of these with the orange because I'm considering this the stem, right? So this is the stem of the orange. And I kind of want it to be See how I'm going next to those? And then I'm going to vary my colors. So I've got some yellow here I'm going to put in the middle. I'm going to put some yellow here. And then I am going to brighten things up and add this color here and here. And maybe I'll even add some blue next to the orange. So a good example too about, once again, you can add different colors. And I'm just kind of playing around with it. You know, there's nothing fancy. Yeah, I like these color alongs to be more of a learning tool and something that you can say, wow, I think I might like to try that. Or, oh, wow, I do that. And I thought I was crazy, but I do that and I like it. So I want them to just be more informative, more of a tutorial, and maybe you're going to watch the whole thing, maybe you're not. I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up and hit that like button so that more people get to watch the different color alongs that I post. So this color along book, or every Monday and Wednesday. What are you thinking? Are you liking the Mondays and the Wednesdays? 2 times. Talk about getting our coloring on, right? So Mondays and Wednesdays for this book. At 10 a.m. a new video posts right here on my YouTube channel. I'm going to get some of this pink color here, pop this pink color in here. It's kind of like a little bit of an arch that he's holding. I'm going to go back again here. And then I've got this purple schmurple here, just kind of right here. Oh, that's the wrong cover. Oh no, yes, no, it's the right cover, isn't it? I don't know what happened there. See, these 2 markers should be the same, but again, they are not. They're not the same. It's just not the same. Here's brown. Here's some blue. And let's put some green. I made the stars blue. This reminded me of Tim McGraw. You know that song? I can't sing it because then I'll have to pay like a copyright fee or something. Besides, you don't want to hear me singing. All right, so here is the yellow. Just kind of my background. Again, I'm going to put some yellow here. I kind of like the yellow in the background, and I'm kind of making it a little scratchy because I want that texture. Now I'm going to add some pink here like I did to the top of that. I wanted to see how that started to look. And then in this one right here, I've got, what other color did I have over here that I wanted to use? Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to add some dots. Just to kind of shake things up a little. And I'm going to go like this. I'm going to add dots in here. I really want the dots to stay because I want to be able to just add, kind of leave that white area there. You know, see how it just kind of has that whiteness to it? And I've got my stars that I did with dark blue. And now I'm going to color them with a lighter blue. And I'm going to leave my sky white, because I really like how it just kind of pops. And this is bolding with markers. Thanks so much for watching today. Leave a comment. Let me know how you like this video. Let me know what you think about the Monday and Thursday format. And let me know if you've used this technique before, or if this is new to you. And again, hey, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone.